Hey, what's up everybody? Alright, for this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make a genie. Alrighty, so this is going to be your basics on Genie, a basic overview and what skills that you should have if you're a newbie or whatever. So first thing you have to do is go to one of these Watcher of the Earths. There's two in Archosaur, one up here where I'm at, and then one down here. And they're in other cities too, but I can't remember where they're at. So I'll just show you these ones. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Genie Summon and Gear. Alright, so when you first start out, like this tune right here is a newbie on this server. He's only level 80. So one of the main things I would always suggest is always get a Zeal Genie. Each one of these genies have different attributes that they have better attributes in. Like for instance, this infliction has strength plus 15. This one is magic plus 15, and this one's vitality plus 15, dex plus 15. But it doesn't really matter too much. The reason why I say to get the Zeal Genie is because it's got a pulling skill. I'll show you that a little later. But okay, so you'll need 3 mirages. Go ahead and click it, buy it. There you go. So that's the genie I just bought. And we'll go ahead and put that on. And I'll show you. There's quickly, right now it's at level 1, right? 0 points, 0 points here. This is your basic attributes. Alright, so in the experience fuse, you can get these things called experience cubes. You can get those in Warsong Cave, or you can get them from decomposing one of these genies, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Alright, and you can also infuse it with your own spirit, which I wouldn't recommend until you're maxed out, because you need your experience. And then you can also infuse it with spirit. Now to do that, you can see how much spirit you have, right? And then you just click level up. You can see his level keeps going up. Level up. And then every point you get, you'll get one of these points that you can distribute. Right? And then once you get to 10, okay. So once you get to every 10 levels, you'll get amount of lucky points. Now if you look here, you'll see that 0 through 50 lucky points will give you 4 genie skills, right? 51 through 70 lucky points will get you 5 skills. 7180 will get you 6 skills, so on. And so that determines how many skills your genie can learn, right? Now I'm just going to decompose this one just so I can show you guys. So let's say that's not one that you like. Now the amount of lucky points you get to, it's hard to get those high ones where you're getting like 91 lucky points or even 81 lucky points. So for me, a good rule of thumb is anything over 50% lucky points, I just keep that and I can make something out of it, and then just keep it and use it until you get a real good genie later on. Alright, so okay, so this genie is done. Oh, by the way, and let's talk about trade state real quick. So right now, this is currently in a no trade state, right? Under no trade state. You have to switch it to a trade ready state by clicking the switch state, right? So right now it's in no trade. So if I wanted to give away this genie to someone else, I couldn't. But I can decompose it. And on this server, once you switch it over, it switches over real fast. So you don't have to worry about that on this server. On other servers, it could take up to, I think, 3 or 4 days before you can trade it. Maybe it's a week. I don't quote me on that one. Alright, so go to Decompose Genie, right? And then you put your genie in here, and then it'll give you right here a Genie Experience Cube, right? So you go Decompose, yes, there you go. So now you just decompose the genie into a Experience Cube. And I know it doesn't sound right, but it's just a game, whatever. So, and so here's the one that I've been working on leveling. and I'll show you right now. It doesn't have anything. It only comes with one skill. This Earth Flame skill is the reason why I would suggest getting this Genie, the Zeal Genie at first, right? Because that Genie is just it's a little debuff, whatever, that you can put on a mob, but you can pull any mob from any amount of other mobs and stuff without pulling all the other mobs around it, right? So you can just single out one at a time. It'll be safer, like if you're doing a cave, which you're not that OP for. And later on, when you're OP, you don't need that anymore, so you can work on another Genie if you like. So, alright, now let's see. When you go here, we'll go here to infuse spirit. I'll show you how to do that. It's real quick. This is the cube. So you level it up, but it's already a high level, so this isn't even do a dent in there. See? You need to move it. Alright, that's it. So now let's go talk about the stats and points. Okay, so you got your strength, vitality, dex, magic. Okay, so each skill is gonna benefit from each of these differently, right? But one thing you gotta remember is vitality is this points right here. Your energy meter. The bigger your vitality, the bigger your energy meter is. Some skills use up to I think 160 or something like that is the highest amount that it uses. So if you don't have enough energy, you're not gonna be able to use that skill. So you gotta keep that in mind. Magic points means your regen goes faster. So this energy regeneration right here, this, when you use a skill, it'll go up by a certain amount, 1.3 per second, right? And so the higher you have your magic up, this will go up to, you know, up to 3 or 4 energy recoveries per second. Alright? So you want to keep that in mind. I'll show you something about that later. Strength goes for some skills and dex goes for other skills, but other than that, it doesn't affect anything else. It doesn't affect your strength or dex or anything like that. Alright? These are all just for the Genie. Alright, so let's go into the skills. We'll click Infinity. And you've got your 5 different affinities, right? You got your metal, you got your wood, earth, water, and fire. Alright, so you go to skill inquiry. Now you'll see there is a primary bunch of skills, and then there's an advanced bunch of skills. I'm not going to go through every skill. I just want to go and teach you like some of the basics so you can get around easier and stuff, and so it'll help you out in the game immensely. Okay, so you need to figure out how much affinity you need for each skill, right? And so Holy Path gives you 2 metal, 2 wood, 2 earth. Cloud Eruption, you need 7 metal, 5 earth. An Absolute Domain, you need 4 metal, 4 water, 4 earth. Now, I use a notepad all the time, alright? So I pulled one up. I already created everything here. So your Holy Path needs these. Cloud Eruption needs these. Absolute Domain needs these. So you just figure in the highest of each one and put that as your highest. And then you can find out how much you need. So let's count out the points, right? So 7, 8, 9, 14, 18. You need 18 total points. I only have 14. So this Genie's going to have to grow a lot more to get all of them. So I'm just going to put whatever skills that I can use the most right now. That would probably be Holy Path and Cloud Eruption. Because my Barbarian has a skill that it makes it immune to damage. So let's go ahead and figure out what that would be. That'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that right? Alright, so then we're going to try to get the Cloud Eruption Holy Path. So 7 metal, 2 wood, 5 earth. 7 metal. 7 metal, 2 wood, and 5 earth. Okay. Now later on, when I get the 4 waters, when I get 4 more affinity points, I can get Absolute Domain on there too. But for right now, we're just doing Cloud Eruption, and Holy Path. Alright. Alright, so those are set. The affinities are set. Now I can learn the Genie skills itself. Now, let's go ahead and take that off. And then we'll go to learn Genie skills. Alright, so now that you got the, so you see how these become lit. This one I don't have the water, so you can't learn that skill, but this one you can, right? You can only learn to a certain level of skill, which you are. So I don't think this is gonna let me get to level 10. Oh yeah, I did. And then right there, Cloud Eruption. See how it's not redded out? So you can learn it, but the trick is, you see the energy? Do the second option down where it says energy needs 130. That Genie doesn't come with 130 stock. Okay. So, and I would suggest getting only level 1 Cloud Eruption. The reason being is because Cloud Eruption, every time you go up more level, it takes more energy to use, but you don't get that much more chi. So if you go up to the Cloud Eruption level 10, let's say, I can't remember how much it is, but let's say you get 1.5 chi, right? Sparks. To me, that's not worth all the energy it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost like 160 or 170 energy to use it. So to me, I don't use it. I keep that at level 1. Holy Path, the highest level you can go, and then let's see. So you see right now it's only got 105 strength. You want to bump up the vitality. You need this to be at least 30, right? And then it'll come to 130. Now that'll be just enough to use the Cloud Eruption once. But I like to be able to use Holy Path multiple times. And what happens is, after you get past level 30, or I'm sorry, level 40, you'll get this. Oh, didn't say it. Well, it's supposed to say that once you get past level 40, it uses double the amount, right? So let's see, that's 40 here. That's 28 points. Oh, maybe this one doesn't do it. Okay, well, anyways. So in some servers it does that. It costs double the amount of points after level 40 to increase it. So let's go 40 vitality, 40 magic, because I know some of your servers is going to ask for that, right? Now, this Cloud Eruption, if you look at the very bottom, it says every 2 Genie strength points increases the chi gained by 1. So right now I'm just going to keep this as a I'm going to keep this as just a speed Genie, so that when I'm running through dungeons, I can just go really fast through them, right? So with 152 vitality and all those points of magic that makes it regen faster, you'll see how fast he'll go, right? So you're in a dungeon, you've got the full Genie. So that's full speed at 15 meters a second. And we'll hit it again. And that is for a maximum of 5.7 seconds. And you get the 2 speed boosts, right? 2 in a row. So that's good for when you're in dungeons. And then you see how fast it regenerates. It's going, oh, it's only in level 9. So at level 10 it'll be, I don't know, 1 more second or something. And so once it hits level 76, alright, so that's 3 speed boosts really quick. And then I'll come back and I'll let you see how much chi you get from the Cloud Eruption. Alrighty, so now that we're back, all the chi is filled up, or sorry, all the energy for the Genie's filled up, and you see I already have 45 in there. So once I hit the Cloud Eruption, I'm gonna have 1 full spark and 50. So it gave me 105 chi points. Okay. Now, also you gotta see is the energy under here, the stamina meter. Now that is it takes these type of stones to refill. They call them chi stones or whatever. Perfect stones do that also. You can get these by decomposing weapons or armor or ornaments. Alright, and what you do to refill your stamina, because the one that runs out you can't use anymore, is you just drag them over to your genie. Now I went from almost 0 stamina to what is that, 418,000. Alright, and then what else is, oh, and if you ever want to unlearn a skill, you put that in here, put that up there, and then you can select whichever skill you want to unlearn. Alright, so yeah, my suggestion is, if you're, you don't know what skills you need to get, whatever, get at least Holy Path, Cloud Eruption, and Absolute Domain. And real quick, I'll show you some of the other skills that for other tunes or whatever is good. Like Frenzy, that gives you increased damage. That's a good skill. Expel, oh no, sorry, True Emptiness. Some people use that. I've never had good luck with it. Let me see. Oh, Tree of Protection, that's really good for barbs. It'll refill all your energy if you set it right. Occult Ice, that's good for PvP. It'll freeze your opponent. Tangling Mire, that's really good for melee classes. It'll reduce their physical damage, and it stacks with all the other debuffs, right, for mobs or bosses. Solid Shield, that's a really good one for barbarians. It's a low cost of energy, but it provides a good shield for a little while. Need it for tanking and such. Let's see what other ones in here that are good. Some people use Seal. Expel, if you're a mage class, that's a good skill to have. It'll protect you from the physical world for a little while. Alpha Male, that's really good to reflect damage to people. Really useful against like Sins or APS tunes. But that's on another video. And that concludes all your basic need to knows for genies. That's a little genie right there. There's also different ones out there, different colors, different looks, so you experiment, do it yourself. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and let me know if you want to see an advanced Genie tutorial. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to end this. Hope it wasn't too long. I'll see you guys back in the game.